Hey guys, so today's video is about Mikayla Nogueira. I've just got a few little updates once again. This is how I like to do these videos, just kind of collect a bunch of situations, put it out there for you guys, see what you guys think, have a little discussion. So we have the got to be brow gel situation. Now this is kind of like, obviously everyone's questioning like which bit is sponsored, what did she get, yada, like every time she posts a video people are debating, and I'm not surprised because obviously the way she handled the L'Oreal situation and now going back and adding the paid partnership to videos that didn't have it before, so clearly she was lying back then, right? So people are now debating like every time she posts a video, it's like, is it sponsored, is it not? So she did a review of the got to be brow gel and she loved it. She was applying it, she was like, oh my god, I love the scent, my brows have never looked better. Even in the caption she said that her brows have never looked better.
You guys know got to be gel? They came out with a brow gel called Glued. It's supposed to be like the most insane brow gel you'll ever try. You can also use it on edges. I got it on Amazon. Cool packaging. It looks like a mascara tube. Wow. All right, let's see. I'm going to do a soap fluffy brow. This has fragrance in it, and it smells like really good. Okay, I'm just running it through my brows. It feels really nice and cold. Okay. I mean, it doesn't look like it's going to go anywhere, but as you can see, it very easily combed through. I'm actually going to put a little bit of setting powder on it because it has a shiny finish. It 100% works, no question. I really wish the wand was smaller so I could be even more precise. You want to know something though? My brows look so good. Holy sh**. They look so fluffy. Ugh.
And that's where she ends the video. She doesn't do a little follow-up, she just, that's it. That's what she calls it. People are like, is this sponsored? It sounds really positive. What's the vibe? The only negative thing she said was that the wand was too big. A few TikToks later, she does a TikTok of makeup that she regrets buying, and one of them was the got to be brow gel.
This is a full face of makeup that I completely regret buying. I want to like this. I do. I want to like it, but the wand is too big, and it works almost too well. Like once you get those brow hairs in place, they are stuck, and it's actually a little bit difficult to get off. Makes my brows look pretty good, but I just really prefer my NYX brow glue. I also find that the pencil I use like every day does not go on as smoothly when I use this brow gel.
She said that it was hard to take off, yada yada, which of course you wouldn't find out until you're taking off the video, and that's after TikTok's done. But you'd think she would maybe film a little clip of like a, unless she films and posts TikToks in the same day, like I think maybe give yourself like a day of leeway to figure out how the makeup wore. So maybe you can add in like a little 10-second update afterwards. But a lot of these TikTokers film and edit like in app. They'll just film and post straight away instead of filming separately, editing, and then posting it to TikTok like YouTubers do. I know this is a competition between TikTokers and YouTubers, but when I look at how some of these massive TikTok accounts function, I'm like, oh, you guys just like don't edit. You don't edit, you just use the camera that's in TikTok. Whatever happens, happens, and that's just how you post it. And I mean, it works, but it leads to situations like this where you don't have the ability to just go in and add in an extra bit at the end, like saying, oh, by the way, like this didn't really wash off too well, that makes the brow gel kind of a flop to me, don't buy it. Because when you post a video saying, oh my god, I love this makeup so much, people are going to go buy it because you have 14 million followers. The whole reason why you charge the amounts that you charge for your sponsorships, because you get people to buy stuff. So when you post a video fully well knowing that the product actually wasn't that good, but you still post it saying that it was a really good product, people are going to buy it, and then a few TikToks later you're like, oh, actually guys, I forgot to tell you that like actually it wasn't that great, sorry if you bought it. And there were so many people in the comments saying, I bought this because you said it was good and that you loved it, and then she's arguing with people in the comments saying, oh no, I didn't say I loved it. Okay, so now we're arguing over semantics. You said that's the best your eyebrows have ever looked. To me that's saying that you love the product. Like, I don't think she really sounds like the kind of people in your life that you hate arguing with that are like, well, I didn't say exactly that I love the product. I said that that's the best my brows have looked. Don't accuse me of anything. It's like, that's the same thing. Saying this is the best my brows have looked and I love the product is basically the same thing. Like, why are we arguing over semantics? It's like she needs someone to like use her exact wording against her, otherwise she will argue till she dies. Like, it's so weird. And this is what I mean by short form content isn't truthful a lot of the time because you don't have the time to be truthful. She just filmed a TikTok, posted it, and then went to take off her makeup and thought, oh, this makeup's actually really bad. But like, I already posted it to 14 million people saying I really loved it. Oh well, like didn't post an update straight away. She doesn't care. that her fans are wasting money on products that she's recommending and then like doesn't really like. I don't know, there's just something about that really irks me. Then there was an iffy bit. Now, if you guys don't know, I've discussed this in the past. And that's not of support of Rich Lux. I know he's doing really weird stuff right now and like posting really weird things. I don't know, but he had a point. He posted like a TikTok basically saying that one of Cody's exes posted with him, was like, I can't believe my ex is dating like Mikayla Nogueira, like a famous person essentially. And she didn't say anything else, but Rich Lux was like, oh, I wonder what else she's gonna say. Like, she came out and she said, obviously he's a lot more dramatic than that, but the ambiance of the TikTok was, this is Cody's ex that's come out and like publicly claimed him as an ex. And I wonder if she has anything else to say. Like, I wonder if she has any tea to spill. In the grand scheme of things, very harmless. He didn't like make up a rumor there. Mikayla then goes on her Instagram story, starts going off on Rich, and starts discussing Cody's sobriety and says, how dare you talk about him? He is sober. They met in rehab because they were doing drugs. First of all, like, how dare you talk about someone else's sobriety? And I don't mean Cody in the situation, I mean his ex. His ex didn't go on her TikTok account saying, oh, by the way, I used to be a drug addict and like I went to rehab. So that was something that you spilled that was hers to tell, while accusing Rich of spilling that when he didn't. Like, you were the only one that mentioned Cody's sobriety, and you're the only one that mentioned he did drugs, and you're the only one that mentioned that Cody's ex also did drugs. That was really the story where I thought, wow, Mikayla's actually a bad person. Now, this goes from just online tea and online drama and like, well, like she used the L'Oreal mascara and then put on some falsies, yeah, whatever. So like, you're a bad person. You talk about other people's sobriety without their permission while accusing someone else in the same sentence of talking about someone's sobriety when they didn't. How dare you? Like, that was not your story to tell. So she then has this weird complex of bringing up Cody's sobriety whenever she feels like it, and then getting upset when other people talk about Cody's sobriety as if she hasn't made it public to her 14 million followers. If there's a topic in your life that you hold dearly and close to your chest and like you don't want people to debate on it, well, I just smacked myself in the chest. If you don't want people to talk about it and you don't want people to address it, judge it, comment on it, debate it, the best thing you can do is just not talk about it. I know that sucks because a lot of people want to be open and honest with their audience, but that's not how it works. You don't just get to talk about things and then get upset when people talk about it because you've brought it to their attention. So as much as that sucks, if Cody's sobriety is a really sensitive topic for her, she shouldn't bring it to social media. And if she's going to use it as a weird leverage to guilt trip people into not talking about her, then once again, like, she's a bad person. I just don't know how else to say this. Now all of that's happened. And there was this funny TikTok that was like, this is how men put on lip balm. And you're supposed to go up to your boyfriend, hand them lip balm and be like, put on some lip balm. And apparently men scrunch up their lips really funny. It's true, I've seen it. And she walks up to him, he's like sitting in a chair and he's got a vape on his lap, which is obviously nicotine, vape. I don't know how else to explain it.
Can you put this on? Just put it on like regular lip balm, okay?
And people are like, oh my god, he's vaping. It's like, I didn't think it was a massive deal. Just because you're sober in one aspect of things doesn't mean you have to be sober in every aspect. He didn't say like, I don't know, that's just none of my business to judge if he's vaping because he used to be in rehab. Like, that's not really my business. It's clearly something that he feels is okay. And now the comment has been deleted, or I just can't simply find it. But like, I found the thread, I just can't find the comment underneath because I can find Mikayla's other comments, but it's not this one specific comment. So I found it in a Nick/Dustin video. Actually, a lot of the times I'm confused about who posted what because they obviously sit in the same spot. So I'm like, it was a Nick or Dustin video where they put up a comment that she left. Someone said, oh my god, he's vaping. Like, everyone's discussing the fact that he's allegedly like sober and he used to be in rehab, he used to be addicted to stuff, and now he's vaping, which is obviously another kind of not great thing for you. She exposed it, she said it really aggressively. She was like, well, it's better than being a heroin addict. And like, first of all, that's a really odd way to phrase that. And second of all, once again, it's like using Cody's sobriety to make people feel bad about just pointing out something that they've noticed. Like, hey, you said he used to be addicted to yada yada yada, and now he's vaping. Like, is that, like, what's going on? And it might seem weird for people to comment on that, but like, Mikayla's brought people into that part of Cody's life. Like, she publicized that part of Cody's life, so she can't really be shocked and surprised when people comment on it or express their own feelings and concerns about it. Because like I said, if there's something that you don't want to hear debate about, don't put it on the internet. If you put something on the internet, people are going to debate, and sometimes you might not like that. So she put out Cody's sobriety to the public, and now people are commenting when they see him around alcohol, when they see him around vapes. And like, as much as I wouldn't make those comments, I wouldn't be like, oh my god, he's vaping. I get why people do it, because she brought that to people's attention and is expecting people to not comment on it. And I think I've learned on the internet these days that if you don't want someone to talk about something, you don't bring it to the public. That's it. And I found that comment really strange. One, it was really aggressive, like weirdly aggressive. And two, once again, it's just, instead of just saying, yep, that's a vape, or like just not addressing it, like, he vapes, he's a grown man, like that's none of anyone's business. It could have been her response. She could have put a pinned comment saying, yep, that was a vape, none of anyone's business. And that would have been fine. But the fact that she's responding to people and once again bringing what drugs he was using into, I don't know, it's a very strange way that she's going about this whole thing. And like I said, it is none of our business really, but she has kind of made it our business because she talks about Cody's sobriety and she brings it up where other people don't bring it up. Now let's move on from Cody to slightly lighter topics. I just wish we had more honest people blowing up on TikTok because everyone's so fake. Like I haven't found, other than maybe Alex Earl, I think she sounds genuine enough when it's a sponsored post. She says, hey guys, this is sponsored by X, Y, and Z. Like I find Mikayla very fake. I find Glamzilla incredibly fake, mainly through kind of her behavior. I didn't know who she was before the Mikayla scandal, and then afterwards she's kept on popping up again and again, and she gives me the exact same vibes as Mikayla. Like there are just no massive, well, point them out to me. Tell me your favorite TikTok content creators that are genuine. I actually started posting, self-promo, I have 2 TikTok accounts, one's for drama, one's for makeup, and I started posting my makeup on, so if you guys want to check it out, because I won't lie to you, I don't really need to. Everything will be in the description. Then she did a review of Ilia Beauty, which actually here is where Mikayla doesn't mess up. This is just a little story tidbit. First did a review of Ilia Beauty. I actually went to Sephora UK recently, and because Sephora just opened up in the UK now in 2023, like 7 years too late. But I still went. It's super exciting. The first stand when you walk in is Ilia Beauty. And I didn't really have a look around because there was so much chaos in that shop. You can imagine, like everyone's going crazy for Sephora. But I just had to look around the ones that like, I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to Sephora and look at this, and this brand, and then once it calms down, I'll look at all the other brands. So I didn't have a look at Ilia Beauty, but she is there. She's thriving. But anyway, she did a review of Ilia Beauty. She did a full face, and the serum or some kind of a base product that she put on gave her a allergic reaction.
This is a full face of a brand I ain't never fucking heard of, and this is my new series. Every once in a while, we're gonna try a brand that I've never fucking heard of. We're gonna see what we think. On the chopping block today, Ilia Beauty. Now, I've heard of Ilia Beauty. It's literally at Sephora, but I've never tried the products. I am going to do my brows how I normally would. So Ilia's whole thing is that they're clean, they have a lot of skin-loving ingredients, and I like that they're fragrance-free. So this is the True Skin Radiant Priming Serum. We're going to start with this. Y'all know I love me some radiant skin. Thin, very absorbent. It's like an immediate radiance. It has aloe vera in it, which is good because I have redness on the face. It says it's firming, which I can feel, and it absorbs immediately, and it gives this nice glowy finish. I like it. Okay, I got 2 complexion products, the True Skin Serum Foundation and the Serum Skin Tint. I might do one on each half. Now, this looks nice. Niacinamide squalene and hyaluronic acid and SPF 40. Cute packaging. I'm not going to pre-cover any of my blemishes or acne scars, just so we can really see the coverage. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of a rash from the priming serum. That's very weird. So if that continues, oh my god, it's starting to come on this side too. Shit. Low-key scared now, but we're gonna keep going. Let's do the serum first on this side of the face. I'm using shade 1. I'm gonna blend it in with a brush. Me getting a rash on my face is very unusual. Like, that does not happen to me. The skin tint is very unexpectedly glowy. Here's the side with the tinted serum and the side without. You can see that it did a good job at neutralizing redness. You can see acne scars and acne still peek through, which is fine. Not every product is meant to give you full, intense coverage that covers everything. This is meant to have the skin seen. For the summer, I'm all about that. The finish is very unexpected. It's like really shiny and glowy. I would just tone it down with a little bit of satin powder, but I like how hydrated it is. I think the shade match is perfect too. All right, now let's try the serum foundation. Shade 1 again. Oh, it's runny, just like the tint. Wow, this is even lighter coverage. I expected it to be more coverage. It's so light. It feels like I'm putting nothing on my face, but it is neutralizing the redness. Such a big blemish right here, and this product is not going to cover it. It's less coverage, it's a way thinner consistency, and it's just slightly less glowy. I want to see if I can build the coverage. Yup, the coverage is nicely buildable. I appreciate that. You know, these are so pretty on the frickin' skin. But because of that light coverage I'm getting, I gotta use my NAS Pot Concealer to, you know, cover up these blemishes, acne scars. I'll feather that in with a brush. Gosh, these are so unexpectedly pretty on the skin. Oh my goodness. I like both of them. Go to pack 2.
And the owner of the brand did a reaction, like stitched up Mikayla's review and then posted it on their like official page. But they skipped the bit where she got an allergic reaction, which I think is so shady. And obviously everyone in the comments started like ripping this owner to shreds, being like, oh, so you're gonna address the rest of the review because you love that Mikayla like posted about you guys, but you're not gonna address the fact that she got like an allergic reaction. You're just gonna skim over that. And she's obviously not responding to any of those comments. She responded only to the ones that were saying like, yay, we love Ilya too. So that was really shady. Like, I think influencers aren't honest, but brands aren't honest either. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, like, the only reason Mikayla did the mascara situation is because L'Oreal let her. Like, if L'Oreal had said, hey, this is not how we do stuff, we're not gonna approve this TikTok for you, then Mikayla wouldn't have posted it. Like, I think the blame is equally both on the influencers as well as it is on the brands, but the influencers are just like the front-facing people in the situation, the face of the situation, so they get obviously all the hate. But like, these brands are also really shady and pick and choose how they want to sell stuff. She also did a makeup look on her mum and basically just did like her makeup routine on her mum because her and her mum look quite similar. She used the telescopic mascara by L'Oreal, which you know the situation, Lashgate. And then she actually coupled it up with Ardell Wispies and said this is the iconic duo.
And would it be a Mikayla look without this infamous combo? The L'Oreal telescopic lift in a pair of Ardell Wispies.
Because obviously everyone's making fun of the fact that she was wearing Ardell Wispies in her L'Oreal mascara review. So instead of addressing it and saying sorry to her fans for scamming them, allegedly, she then pokes fun at it with her mum. Anyway, I just have a feeling that this overconfidence and ego is really going to catch up with her soon. There were so many before her. I don't know why she thinks she's so special, because there were so many before her that did the exact same stuff and it all caught up to them. Jaclyn Hill used to shill for money, and then it caught up with her, Lipstick Gate, and she hasn't been the same since. James Charles, after he got cancelled and uncancelled, got really egotistical, overconfident, and it caught up with him. Obviously, Mikayla's not really committing those kind of crimes, but like, the vibe and ambiance is there, as in like, the pattern of behavior is the same. Jeffree Star got cancelled multiple times, and then built up this weird ego because he felt like he was untouchable after people forgave him. Some people, his fans, forgave him for like past racism and stuff. He got this massive ego, and then more and more stuff came out, and he had to move to Wyoming because he couldn't handle the heat in the kitchen anymore. I think the same is going to happen to Mikayla. She's going to keep on pushing her luck because she's going to get this massive ego, which she already has, but it's going to just grow and grow. And it's finally going to catch up to her because people are finally going to be like, wait a minute, I don't like this. I don't like how I'm being treated as a fan. And it's going to catch up to her, but I think that's her lesson to learn, and it's not for me to push on her. I'm just commentating from the sidelines, and I'll see how things go. The things, I never wish a downfall on people. I just wish she would, I genuinely wish she would right now realize what she's doing and go a completely different direction, but I don't see her doing that. I see her going just down the same path of egotistical behavior. But the thing is, by the time she's done, if this does catch up to her, things go south, her views go down, whatever, she'll be a multimillionaire at that point anyway. So it's not like it's going to actually make a massive impact on her, which is why I think she's making as much money as possible now doing these shady things, because by the time that it catches up to her, it won't matter anyway. She will have her house paid off, she'll have a nice car, some money in investments, some money in her pension, and she'll be good and set for the rest of her life. So it's not really going to be much of a consequence anyway. Subscribe to the bell icon for engagement, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.